Working. Been way up for a minute now. Hold up, it's been a minute. Wow, I've been way up. I can feel it now. Tell my family I'ma get it.
All right, people, you guys are watching and or listening to another Nomadical video for your guys' entertainment, people. That's right, this shit is for your entertainment. So be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, share, and of course subscribe for more epic, awesome, cool, funny, and interesting content just like this one right here, right now on the Nomadical YouTube channel. Guys, I am bringing you another MAHA Liberty Report. And guys, we are 170 days into the current administration. Let me tell you, the past few weeks have been, well, it's been a train wreck. Starting with the most obvious news, I want to talk about the Jeffrey Epstein scandal going on in the Trump administration right now. Donald Trump ran heavily on wanting to release the Epstein files. He even appointed Dan Bongino to be deputy director of the Federal Bureau of Investigations. So if Dan Bongino can't tell the truth about the Epstein files, and if you guys don't know who Epstein is and you've been living on a rock, he's a chomo who had a famous island that had several rich people and celebrities that visited that island to do unholy things with children. And yeah, he's not a good guy. But yeah, Dan Bongino had a podcast where almost every day he's talked about the Epstein files, and he was kind of a go-to source for information on the Epstein files and clients and all the goodies that go along with that sort of territory. And if he can't tell you the truth, I don't know who can. If you ask me, I think Trump's on the list. I think he is. And let me give you my reasoning. It's because, one, in the 1990s and early 2000s, Donald Trump had several pictures and video with Jeffrey Epstein. They were partying, talking with ladies and whatnot. Jeffrey Epstein himself had given testimony that him and Trump were besties, and in fact they knew a lot about their sexual desires, saying that well, they like him young, apparently. So that gives me a good idea of just what they were getting into. Donald Trump was, I mean, he's a billionaire. Like what do you expect? He's not this squeaky clean guy that the MAGA apologists make him out to be. I told people that I was very hesitant to support Donald Trump coming into the election, and I do sort of feel vindicated knowing that, well, what I said was going to happen happened, that the Trump administration was going to be corrupt and was going to trap people in the cabinet. Obviously, Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, the FBI directors, they clearly look uncomfortable with this situation, having to cover up the Epstein list and say that it didn't exist and that Epstein offed himself. It's very strange. It's very sus, if you ask me. And the only thing I can really think of why they'd be covering this up is because, well, their boss, who pays them a very large, handsome salary, is on this list. And like, what are you going to do? Are you going to be a turncoat? We know what Donald Trump does to supposed turncoats in his party. We saw what they did to Tulsi Gabbard for telling the truth about Iran. She's essentially being punished now and kind of being silenced in her position as a cabinet member. We saw what Donald Trump did to Rand Paul and Thomas Massie, who were vocally against Donald Trump's BBB and some other things. So there's that as well. And, I just don't think they want to step out of line. Clearly, they're making big money. And, what are you going to do? Are you going to turn away from your boss who is paying you a big salary? I'm talking Lamborghini and yacht money. Money that you didn't have previously. I mean, previously these guys were just the conspiracy podcaster people. They weren't super duper rich like they are now in their official positions. And if you do turn away, like you have to also think politically. Oh, maybe you might be giving some more leverage to the Democrat Party, and the Democratic Party obviously did not treat these guys well at all. So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Plus, you're being locked in the cabinet by a corrupt, potentially chomo president that is ruling with an iron fist and will slander you on social media and try to turn your base against you. It's a very scary time. So obviously this whole situation is basically causing a divide of Trump supporters. You obviously have the MAGA apologists saying, no, oh, she didn't do it. And mostly those people are the 50 years and older MAGA boomers, essentially, neocons and whatnot. And then you have the younger generation, the independents, the libertarians who joined over the MAHA movement and, joined then that in hopes that Tulsi Gabbard and Elon Musk and Kash Patel and Dan Bongino would be effective in their positions and would be cooler heads and would be able to sort of moderate Trump a little bit, maybe talk some sense into him. But clearly that hasn't worked. And now they're wrapped up in this big Epstein scandal. And let's just say it. We want to see the list. We want the lists released. Now, I've got some other news as well. And it does have to do with this MAGA civil war of sorts. And it's that Elon Musk is apparently trying to form his own party after taking a Twitter poll where about 2-1 voted for a third party. A third party has always been pretty popular. I'm a third party fan myself. I supported RFK Jr. And his third party run in this election. So there's that. I'm just interested to see where it's going to go. But quite frankly, I do think that Elon Musk should, he says that he's going to fund a few Senate races and House races, clearly referring to Thomas Massie and Rand Paul's Senate and House races. Maybe he'll support some up-and-coming Gen Z or millennial independent conservatives that are actually trying to make change within the Republican Party and sway us away from this neocon status quo. It's a tough strategy, but with the money that Elon Musk has, it's doable in that case. So yeah, hope for that. I do think that honestly, instead of trying to create a new party, I think Elon Musk would be better off just funding the Libertarian Party. The problem with the Libertarian Party is that the Libertarian Party doesn't really have any real leadership. I mean, the previous leadership they've had has basically failed. Chase Oliver was not a great choice. Nice guy, but just not the charismatic enigma that this party needs to get off the ground. And there's no name recognition whatsoever. Joe Jorgensen wasn't a good strategy. Gary Johnson was all right, but he just didn't have the charisma factor either going in, and he didn't have nearly the money that Elon Musk could bring in. So if he funded the Libertarian Party, which guys, it is the third largest party, I think the Libertarian Party could then start making some moves. Maybe they run Dave Smith. Maybe Larry Sharp's able to get into the mix. I mean, Larry Sharp is intuitive, smart, young guy who is pretty popular in the party. So we'll see how that works. I think Elon Musk should definitely go with the Libertarian Party. They represent his values. I don't see why he wouldn't do it. yeah, I think he should maybe put America First candidates. Maybe he can find a way to use his money to put Tulsi or RFK in the running for that libertarian nomination for president. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what how this thing goes. We'll see how it goes. We still got a long way to go until then. Now I know we're probably gonna get some haters in the comments. Most likely we'll probably get some Democrat who's gonna say, see, I told you Trump was lying. I told you should have voted for Kamala Harris. It's doing Project 2025. No, I told you that if you wanted to win, you should have ran a proper primary instead of trying to prop up a dying old 90-year-old man and Joe Biden, or what's her face, that idiot Kamala Harris, who ran on vibes and joy instead of actual policy. I told you, if you guys had an actual party, you guys could have had Dean Phillips or Marianne Williamson for president, but no, you guys just had to be the man. You and your pride and your ego. So yeah, I mean, I'm just so sick of it. I mean, you've got conservatives and MAGA apologists who are acting like this.
Hitler's my friend. He wouldn't do that.
And then you got these shit libs, these SJWs who were saying, "See, I told you so," and crying fascism, blah blah blah. I really don't care. Fuck both of your parties, honestly. And if you ask me, I'm still Team MAHA. I mean, to end this on a positive note, at least RFK at secretary is doing some decent stuff. He's not doing everything amazingly, but at least he's trying, damn it. At least he's trying. He's getting the thimerosal out of the inoculations. And the other thing that he's doing pretty good is he's gotten Kraft mac and cheese and Smuckers to take red 40 dyes out of their food and yellow 5 dyes out of their food. So at least there's that. But yeah, I mean, are we anywhere near liberty? Are we near peace and prosperity? I just don't think so. We're not gonna have it yet. We still got a long way to go. So here's hope to the third parties. Here's hope to the independents. Hope to this America First movement that Elon Musk is trying to do. You know, and we'll see how it goes. Peace and prosperity. Goodbye.